Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my Week 3 of the NFL season predictions, NFL Week 3 predictions for the 2018 season. I meant to do this video yesterday, but got caught up with some stuff, so I'm going to get this in before the Thursday night game starts, and that's what we're going to start off with, the Thursday night game, Jets versus Browns. Both teams have looked okay through the first 2 weeks. Actually, the Browns have looked pretty good. The Browns are a 3-point favorite. I think the Jets cover, but I'm giving the win to the Browns. I'm going to say the Browns win this one 19-17. I feel like the Browns at home, that dog pound. I just feel like the Browns on a Thursday night game. They have new uniforms tonight that look sweet. I think the Browns are going to win this one 19-17. I think Sam Darnold struggles a lot in this game. I think Tyrod Taylor also struggles some, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a sloppy game that the Browns win. Now our Sunday games. First game, Saints versus Falcons. Falcons are a 3-point favorite against the Saints. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, but I'm giving it to the Falcons. I think the Falcons' defense will be the difference in this game, as I have the Falcons winning and covering this game. It's going to be a high-scoring affair, 35-30. I feel like the Falcons, I just feel like at home in the ATL with that defense, which so far looks better than the Saints defense. As much as you might not want to hear it, Saints fans, the Falcons defense looks better than your defense. I'm giving it to the Falcons, 35-30. Next, we have the 49ers versus Chiefs. Chiefs are a 6.5-point favorite. I am picking the Chiefs to win this one. But I'm going to sit here and say that the 49ers cover. I think the 49ers, they're actually not a bad team. They're actually a pretty good team. They played good their first 2 weeks of the season. They lost to the Vikings by 8, and they beat the Lions, I believe by 3 at home over a touchdown. But I'm going to say the 49ers cover, and I think this is going to be a little bit high scoring, but I do have the Chiefs going ahead and winning this one 33-30. I think the Chiefs, I just think the Chiefs are the better team. I think in Kansas City they'll get the win, but I think the 49ers are going to cover. Next game is Raiders versus Dolphins. Dolphins are a 3-point favorite at home. Dolphins are 2-0. There is a reason why they're 2-0, because they're actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be. Them and the Jets, they're going to be battling out for second place in the AFC East. I almost called it the American League East. But anyways, the Dolphins and Jets are going to be battling out for second place, and I think the Dolphins start the season 3-0, as I am not impressed with the Raiders at all. This season, I feel like John Gruden looks overrated as hell, and I'm going to say the Dolphins win, and I'm going to say they cover. I'm going to sit up here and say they cover, as they win this one 24-17. I just feel like the Dolphins are a better team than the Raiders, and especially at home with the Raiders going to the East Coast as a West Coast team. Give me the Dolphins in that one. Next is Bills versus Vikings. Vikings are a 16.5-point favorite. You rarely see a team more than a 2-touchdown favorite in the NFL. And I think the Vikings are on a cover. I think they win this game by 20+. The Bills, it's just a mess in Buffalo right now. I think Vegas odds have them. The odds in Vegas, I believe they have Sean McDermott as being the head coach to be the first head coach fired. I don't think Sean McDermott should be fired. I just think the Bills suck. Give me the Vikings to win this one 34-13. I feel like the Vikings at home will get the win. They'll get out early 17-0 and not look back. But my God, the Bills are bad. Next game is Colts versus Eagles. Carson Wentz is coming back. It's his first game, and they desperately needed the Eagles because Nick Foles looks pretty bad. The Colts impressed me last week, though, beating the Redskins. I did not expect that one. But I'm going with the Eagles in this one. I'm going to say the Eagles cover, but not by a lot, by a 6.5-point spread. I think they beat them by at least a touchdown. I'm going to say the Eagles go ahead and win this one 28-20, as I think the difference in this game is that the Eagles are just an overall better team than the Colts. Next game is Packers versus Redskins. Green Bay's a 3-point favorite. over this Redskins. The Redskins have really disappointed me last week. I thought they were going to beat the Colts pretty easily. Packers, Aaron Rodgers, as long as he stays healthy, I know his knee is an issue. They're going to win games against teams like the Redskins, like I'm predicting right here, and they're going to cover the 3-point spread, as I have the Packers winning this game 29-17. Next game, Bengals versus Panthers. Panthers are a 3-point favorite. The Bengals have been pretty impressive this year. I'll admit the Bengals have played pretty good this year. The Panthers, they looked okay in the first two games, a little bit sloppy. But I'm going to say that the Panthers go ahead and win this one at home. I'm going to give the advantage to the Panthers. I actually have them only winning by a field goal. I'm going to say they go ahead and win this one 17-14 out of low-scoring game. I think the Panthers' defense will be the difference at home in this one. Next game is Titans versus Jaguars. No spread for this one. I'm assuming Jacksonville's like a 5-point favorite. This game, my Tennessee Titans, we're going to lose this game, sadly. I just do not see any way we could beat the Jaguars. I'm going to say the Jaguars put up 26 points on us, and we're going to put up about 14. I'm going to say we lose this one 26-14. And the Jaguars win this one 26-14. I feel like the Jaguars are just a much better team than Tennessee Titans right now. Next is the Broncos versus Ravens. Ravens are a 5.5-point favorite. The Ravens have looked pretty good offensively. Defensively, they struggled in the Cincinnati game early. Denver, they're 2-0. They really look good defensively. Offensively, they do not look that good. Case Keenum does not look that good. I'm picking the home team. I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens to win this one. I'm going to say the Broncos cover, though, as I have this game Baltimore 14, Broncos 13. I have the Ravens winning 14-13, 1-point game. Next is Giants versus Texans, 2 0-2 teams. Someone has to win. Hopefully not a tie. But for home opener for the Houston Texans, as they were on the road for the first 2 weeks. Giants, they looked awful on Sunday Night Football. Texans, I don't know what's wrong with this team. Something's obviously wrong with the team, but they're too talented, and they're too talented to lose to this Giants team. I'm picking the Texans to win this one. I'm going to say J.J. Watt and Javale Clowney. I'm going to say they get after Eli Manning over this poor offensive line of the Giants. That's going to be the difference in this game. The Texans' defense getting to Eli. And I have the Texans going ahead and winning this one 20-7, as I have them covering as well. Now to the 4 o'clock games, Chargers versus Rams. Rams are a 7-point favorite. I don't know if that's I don't know if I'm okay with that. The Rams are clearly the better team. They're gonna win this one. Chargers are a decent team though, so I do have them covering. They're actually a pretty damn good team. But I have the Rams going ahead, and I think the Rams are gonna go ahead and win this one 21-16. I think the Rams are a good team, but I think the Chargers will cover because they're also a good team. Next is Bears versus Cardinals. Bears are a 5.5-point favorite. The Cardinals are probably the second worst team in the NFL behind the Bills right now. And I have Chicago covering. I think the Chicago Bears go into Arizona, cover, beat them pretty well, as I have the Chicago Bears winning this one 24-10, as I think that the Bears are just going to have more possession of the ball, keep Arizona's offense off the field, and I think the Bears are going to win this one 24-10. Next game, Cowboys versus Seahawks. Seahawks are a 1.5-point favorite. One thing about the Seahawks, their defense is still pretty good. That's what I saw against the Bears. The offensive line is crap, though. The Cowboys, as you saw what they did against the Giants' offensive line last week, they could get after a quarterback. And I went back and forth with this one. I'm going with the Cowboys to win this one. I'm picking the upset. I think that the Cowboys go ahead, and I think the Cowboys win this one. I'm going to say they win this one 14-10. I think it'll be that low scoring, but I think at the end of the day, I think Ezekiel Elliott breaks loose for a run or two, and the Cowboys win. Now the Sunday Night Football game, Patriots versus Lions. Matt Patricia. I can't even say Patricia. I don't know. The Lions, he faces his old team. He used to be the defensive coordinator for him. Patriots are a 7-point favorite. I think they win and cover. The Lions did not prove anything to me in week 2. I still think they're the same old Lions. And I have the Patriots going ahead. I think they're going to. I think Bill Belichick's going to put up 31 points on the Lions. I think it's going to be 31 to 17 Patriots in this one. And then the Monday Night Football game, Steelers versus Bucks. Steelers are a 1.5-point favorite. I'm actually very surprised about that. Bucks are a underdog here. I'm going with the Bucks in this one. The Steelers are awful. They're defensively, they are awful. And I have the Bucks going ahead. I think the Bucks are going to win this one 36. Actually, excuse me. I have the Bucks winning this one 42 to 41. I think it's a 1-point game. I think the Bucks defense is bad also, but I think the Bucks at home against Pittsburgh, I think they get the job done. I think they're going to win it 42-41. So those are my predictions for Week 3 of the NFL season. Later tonight we'll be having the Jets versus Browns recap, and also the Temple versus Tulsa, I believe. Actually, Tulsa versus Temple. Temple is the home team. We're going to be having that recap as well. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about my NFL predictions. I would like to hear what you guys say. And also, thanks for watching the video. And this is McD the Beast signing off.